Fuck. Come on, man. Hold up. What a day. What a day. What a day. Yes, Lord. Where we at with it, man? Where we at with it, man? I'm looking at y'all, man. We working. All right. All right. All right. As you see, baby, as you see. Yeah, that shit right there is crazy. And see, with situations like that, but that's something different. Let's get to work. Let's get it done. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. I really want to go straight into it. I want to go straight into it. If you on the Patreon, then you can call in anytime. Let's go to work.
This is what a cheater look like. Cheating ass hoe. Why you running? Why you running? Cause you got caught? Cause you got caught? That's okay, cause the other girl on her way, y'all. This girl that ate this girl pussy in her ass the same day. She ate my pussy while I was on my period. 2 days in a row. Paid for a hotel room for the bitch and everything. Just sitting there looking dumb. Dumb as fuck. Stupid. You caught red-handed.
Your ass would have got discouraged in the end. Bro, you ain't lying, bitch. Shut the fuck up. This shit ain't teach you shit. You ain't valuing shit. Tell the next motherfucker I ain't did shit.
How you feel? How you feel? Y'all ever see this bitch? Y'all run.
Go to other
run. She live in Little Rock, Arkansas. Her name Dalisha Bowles. Run. She just.
Get off that nigga. I've been kissing you. You been sucking on other nigga fucking dick. You been sucking on the fucking nigga dick. Yo, just get off that nigga right now. Get off that nigga right now. Just get off of him, Elizabeth.
Michael,
get up.
Michael,
no. Why the fuck you cheating on me?
Michael, can you close the door immediately so we can leave?
This your shit? This your shit?
Michael,
why you cheating on me? Answer the question.
Michael,
answer the question. Why not? Answer the question. Why you cheating on me?
I don't fucking love you. Can you just leave?
There it is. All right. So, honestly, what I wanted to talk about tonight, obviously, it's a blessing that, we are able to make strides. We were able to do the, to get, the ball rolling with the AVYBE lawsuit. We were able to get the ball rolling. But as I continue to watch what's going on, I think what really needs to be spoken about is, how do you know let's start there. How do you know a relationship is over? How do you know a relationship is over? We'll talk about Big Homie, and his response. Obviously, we see the girls. My nigga, and ladies, how do you know when a relationship is over? And why is it that you will attempt to force the relationship to work when it's obviously already over? That's really what I want to bring out. Like I said, if you're a patron, um, we've been getting a lot of blessings here lately, man. And I, like I said, I truly do appreciate everybody showing their support, showing their love for exactly what we have going on. But I think the only thing to where we can say this applies to everybody, what is it that lets you know that the relationship is over, you need to move on? We always have to keep coming back to this point because there are a lot of times, and this is how we start this, there's a lot of times where you are so desperate what the fuck? You are so desperate. You're so desperate to not be alone that you don't mind. You do not mind being in a relationship that has become stale. It doesn't matter if the bitch stops showing interest or you stop showing interest. But at the very moment when the relationship starts to feel like work, the day that you wake up and feel like, man, this motherfucker is still here. You know what I'm saying? Like at that day to where it's not fun anymore and you are not vigorously turned on by rolling over and kissing them in the morning, turned on by them, I say the relationship is over. When it comes down to the Men Too movement and everything that we got going on, shout out to Duty Low, shout out to Big Homie, New York Homie. And when we break that news publicly, we'll break that news with that situation. I can't wait to go to court for this FTN base situation and just really run that shit down her throat. And we're also going to be pointing out these YouTube channels, these Anglo-driven, Anglo-orchestrated platforms that obviously have a bias towards Black men. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if you actually, I had a white guy last night. Last night I had a situation at a gas station. I went to the gas station. It was 2:00 in the morning. Obviously, yesterday is when we got the news about that the opportunity with a legend, a hip hop legend, actually, requested us to be on their upcoming project. So I don't think I even, and then because of that information, I had to get up and get the premises together. Shout out to that boy Ty for all his support always. Obviously, shout out to Max. Also, what's my man name? Brandon. He came through PayPal. I got to give him his love because I always appreciate it when the real Nation members come through with that love. And Brandon Boyd, obviously he's on the Patreon, a high ranking AO Nation member. He saw the news and just had extremely encouraging words right here. He says, keep going up. And I appreciate that. Obviously what we do over here is strenuous, and a lot of times it's a thankless job. Running this type of situation, I understand that, a lot of times we might not be given our direct or our proper credit. And that's just the name of the game. But I went to a gas station last night, 2:00 in the morning. I was coming back home, and a little white boy who just seemed to be off already. And I told y'all I already have a perceived notion about little white boy that look like regular everyday school shooters. So I look at them differently because, like I said, they don't need a reason. They don't need a motive to cause extreme pain and damage. Well, after him looking weird, like he was looking, he said, Hey, I was trying to see if you were all right. I'm like, yeah. Okay, I was just trying to see if you were all right. I'm doing all right. On some drunk high shit. I don't know what the fuck he was on, but it's a white girl and the white boy came out the car and yeah, he's just drunk, we apologize and all that. And I drove off. And as I was leaving, I was thinking about how if that situation would have been with a nigga, with me being just a regular stereotypical nigga, and you have that party be black, then that shit would have went totally different. From the smallest misunderstanding, we go to the furthest extent. So I'm saying that to say, even if, a nigga does feel a certain way about niggas and shit like that, whenever you get a George Soros or somebody like that to come push that shit, we should be alarmed. But sometimes we get so caught up in our hate for whoever the fuck it is. For the manosphere niggas, it's black women. For the goddamn, for the NAB YouTubers, the fucking gossip YouTubers, it's black men. And I would like to put forth that it's one white entity that's funding both of them to continue to keep the confusion. Which is why, before we talk about, court, and us getting our justice and shit like that, I think I want to get an understanding of what everybody thinks a relationship is and what constitutes a good reason for leaving. I say if you're in a relationship and if it's 2 weeks, 2 years, 20 years, if you have to self-medicate through drugs, alcohol, and you have to be in that state before you interact with your household, it's time to leave. It's time to leave, because in those type of situations, when you've already accepted the fact that this is a fucking prison, this is a fucking war zone, you will, like the RN dude that went and killed his ex-wife and his ex-girlfriend. A lot of times we'll get so wrapped up in our situation that a nigga will forget all about the world. And especially when you're in a house with somebody, and it's not, you're in a house with somebody and it's not a real option for you or them to leave. For whatever reason, whether it be you don't have nowhere else to go, or that other person won't let you leave, whatever it may be. Once that door closes, man, and this speaks to domestic violence. This speaks to all of that shit. And it happens because a motherfucker, after that door is closed, this is your world. So a motherfucker won't realize that they've just committed a crime until, maybe 20 minutes later and 30 miles down the road, you realize that that house is not the whole world. What you did in that moment, because you was that mad and you got played that hard. Take it back to the Zachary Stacy. Take it back to the Zachary Stacy situation. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Zachary Stacy and that white girl. That's exactly what this is. You're in the house. There's no question about it. This person knows exactly what is going to take you over the line. This person knows what's right and wrong. A lot of times when you're in these situations where the relationship has stale, sex is not even on the table, it becomes a competition to see who can make the other one the maddest. And that's extremely fucking dangerous. So it'll be one night, y'all have an argument at 9:00. She take the car and leave. She might just go to a parking lot and stay there and not answer your phone call and wait till 2:00 in the morning to come back in the house and go straight to the shower, to make you feel like she was just out there cheating. She wasn't, but her goal had nothing to do with, anybody else but you. Even if she did go and fuck somebody, the reason for that was so that she can make you mad. Same thing with a nigga. What's going on? What's going on? What happened? Huh? Okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, damn, something happened. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to call in on the topic.
Okay. I'm thinking something popped up. Okay. Katrina, talk to us. Tell me, am I wrong, and am I a hater of relationships for feeling like once shout out to that boy Ken Dio. Okay, he got He got a new cartoon for y'all. Get to the Patreon. I will be posting a new Ken Dio animation tonight. Katrina, I feel like a lot of the issues that happen within a household, it comes from two people being past the point of being interested in each other to the point where now, no matter how we got there, they're in competition to make each other mad. Would I be wrong to say fuck counseling and just dead the relationship? What do you say?
Now now it's just man and woman or man, woman, and child?
Oh, very good point. Very good point. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say either one because I feel like. But let's just start with just a man and woman.
Okay, man and woman. Yeah. Damn. Man and woman. I'll say this. If I like you, because there's a difference between love and like. There really is. If I like you as a person, if I know I can have a good time with you past the bullshit, if I know we can make each other laugh and we enjoy each other's time, I would say counseling. So like if we going to war, just from when I get up, we at it. If I go to work, you calling me and we at it. Get home, we still at it. Go on and get the fuck out of that relationship. Come on, you don't up out of there. You don't need to be there. You wasting your time. Putting on baggage on yourself. And, you really causing yourself hurt. You really causing yourself hurt more for even your next relationship down the line.
So what do you say?
This relationship is dead. Really.
So does the time that y'all been together, does that matter? Does it matter? Like, so if it's a 2-year relationship and if it's a 10-year relationship, is there a difference there?
No, because I find that with a lot of those relationships, all you do have is time. You don't have vacations. You don't have money that's tied up with each other. You don't have a marriage. Y'all have separate kids. A lot of the time, it is just time that you guys have together. So you wasted 10 years. Why do you want to why did you waste another minute?
Yeah, and I think it's because once you've been
got comfortable.
Yeah, and it's like once you done been there so long, it's like I don't even know how to date anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's true.
Yeah, and then it's embarrassment, especially for either party. Either party, it's embarrassing to have to go out and say that all of these pictures I've been putting online and all these statuses about true love is bullshit. This relationship dead in the motherfucker. And I think that's what it is. It's embarrassment. You'll be embarrassed to have to say that I did not have good enough looks, sex. I wasn't interested enough, and we had to leave. And that's why you'll get different stories from different parties and shit like that. But I just feel like a lot of this shit that, especially domestic violence, I think that shit comes from, I'm going to say it. I feel like most relationships, 95% of relationships are based on sex. Once the sex get boring, there's no reason to be there.
Okay.
That's when the trouble starts. The trouble starts when I can't take, whatever it is that you do that I don't like. I can't take that because I know that at least I'll keep my peace because I want to fuck. And that's what we do when we first meet. You know what I'm saying? When we first meet each other, we'll look over certain things that we don't like. We won't say, hey, I don't like when you do that. I don't like, I feel you and I know that's where you come from, but I don't like you sagging your pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, you using the word nigga.
What, though? I feel like I think that people date too soon. And with us dating too soon as teenagers, okay, of course you want to get it out. Like, damn, I really like this dude. I really like this girl. I know you're getting older and you don't want to deny those feelings or suppress those feelings because it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, damn, my friend in a relationship, their pictures are cute. My dude, my homie, whatever. You know what I mean? But I think so much damage happens in those early years that we get like frozen and stuck in that time, and we just carry on the same exact way in every relationship. So I'm still at the age of 40, I'm still practicing what I was practicing in my 16-year-old relationship.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean processing?
I said practicing.
Oh, practicing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still practicing everything that I was doing when I was 16. Like, I never learned how to basically grow up in a relationship. I just know I'm waiting for the bitch to do me wrong. I'm waiting for the dude to do me wrong. And when he do me wrong, I'm going to say, I told you so. We're going to fight. We're either going to stay together or break up. And that's it. Like, that's all we operate on. We don't really operate on anything else past that. A lot of people don't know how to grow each other. A lot of people aren't healed. Like, people are still damaged from being cheated on in their teenage years. Which blows my fucking mind because it's like, you are a goddamn kid. You don't know what you're doing. And that's why I told you that when I hold no grudges to my exes. I never felt like I was done wrong. I did, okay, yeah, I did. I was done wrong and they did play me or whatever, but I'm not holding that against them forever. Like, God damn, we were young.
Real talk. And that's a very good point. And I think that's important. I think that's really important to say that because that seems crazy to me, but that goes right along with what I be saying as far as how you will meet a girl, whatever like that, and it don't matter. Like I said, I've seen them in different states of life, having a job, being in school, kids, and all of them pretty much do have the same. Pretty much, the relationship is the same thing, and to think that they are still dating the way that they did when they were 16, because I think the reason why, or they still holding the baggage from when they were 16, and I think that's damn near logical because I am a proponent that true love only happens once. That love that would make you cry, that love that can make that can make you feel like like that. So like the world is ending, like there's something very wrong going on, when y'all break up or when you find out that they're being unfaithful or whatever. I feel like that happens. You get one person to fall in love with, because after that, and you've had your heart broken, I don't see how you can do that again. So, and like I said, maybe that's me being emotionally, immature, but I just feel like you would always have your guard up. And like I said, that's coming from my perspective. Because, but I think it's the same. I think it's kind of similar for girls as far as, when you were 16, that first love, when you would go against your whole family, go against all logic, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. You didn't give a fuck about looking stupid or being cool. This person was your whole life. And, like I said, I feel like the girl should, fall in love harder than a dude should. But for a girl, let me ask you this right here. For a female, when we're talking about that first love, is it, in your experience, has that first love burned so hot that, and what you've seen with other people also that you know, that when they get cheated on for the first time, they almost always do not leave? Or have you seen it to where a girl can be in true love and get cheated on and just be done with the dude?
Oh yeah, I've never seen that. Yeah, that's why I always tell. When I speak to women, you know, they always act like it. You know, a lot of it is based off of social media and what you see celebrities go through, but they always act like they weren't stand for cheating when I know they were.
Mm-hmm.
Most women are going to get cheated on and say.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
Also, that's damn near just what you do.
Yes.
And it's fucked up to say it like that, but I think as you grow older, you should reevaluate yourself and say, you know what, I did not like that feeling. If another person cheats on me, I have to get up. I have to go on about my business because I wasted my time the last time I stayed in a cheating relationship. You obviously see that it didn't work out the first time, so why would I stand around and wait to be cheated on several more times in the next relationship?
And I think what that is, I think that depends on the dude. In my experience, I like, obviously, like certain girls will take, you know, certain shit from certain dudes because it's accepted that nigga is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that dude, whatever, like that. So it comes with it. Like,
So when you say that, though, and that's why I always have that argument about what is value. People like to throw out that cliche phrase saying, you have to value yourself. Okay, but what is value? How do I value myself? You know what I mean? Like, am I supposed to say, hey, I respect me and my boundaries, let me move on? But when people say that they value themselves, they really don't. They don't know how to, because they don't move on out of that shitty situation because they let the money trump it. They let the status trump it. They let everything else trump their actual value.
So and
like you were just saying.
And I want to look at this also, because somebody will say that I want love like grandparents used to have, whereas we're 30 years old, 30 plus, we know that grandma and grandpa, they were really just staying together for survival. Like, they haven't slept in the same room in decades, let alone the same bed. How much do you feel about maybe what our idea, the reason why our relationships are failing is because our perception of what a relationship is wrong. Just for example, maybe a guy is supposed to have multiple wives. How can we say that is wrong when we do not have any example of a successful, happy, healthy relationship? You look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, there you go. You look at Jay-Z and Beyonce, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no relationship that you can point to and say, oh yeah, that's how we want to do it. There is none. And once you take that thing, you know, that image out of your head of two old people kissing, and you understand that commercial might have took fucking 5 minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe 2 hours. That's not their whole fucking life. That doesn't represent their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And so how do you feel about that? Do you feel like our idea of what a relationship should be, do you feel like maybe it's wrong in America?
I wouldn't say that it's just wrong in America because, you know, in other countries it's ran the same way. It's not really talked about, but I'll say that, in today's society, we are still, we still got the first computer in our head. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is we're still operating in such an old way, but we have all this modern shit going on, and we see the modern female. We see the modern male today. You know what I mean? And we see how everybody operates, but then we want to take these two people and put them back in the 1920s. That's an old-fashioned relationship. That makes zero sense. Back in the day, when your grandma and grandpa were together,
there it is.
one of them worked. Only one worked. And one income to spread amongst everybody in the house. Now, hey, you gotta have real bread.
Real talk.
You gotta have real bread for just one person to be working.
Real talk.
Or you have to live really, really poverty. You have to be like poverty stricken if one person is going to just make it work.
Real talk.
Regular income. So now that we're both outside the house, that basically gives both of us the same type of chances to cheat. Both of us the same type of chances to just get into anything. So that's one strike right there to where you know you're not going to be able to have a relationship like your grandma and grandpa. Because now that I'm at work, how do I stay home all day and clean? How do I stay home all day and get the kids together? How do I stay at home all day and cook? I can't do that if I have to bring in income as well. So we cannot operate the way grandma and grandpa operate. It's just not possible.
And that's another. Like I said, this is a big topic, but this is the base of the Me Too movement. In most cases, it's the base of why the Men Too movement is needed. It's the base of, why somebody has to fight to make the judicial system fair for both genders. Because I just saw a video of a white man being interrogated. And he did the same thing the black dude did, went to his ex-wife's house and he stabbed his stepdaughter, and he stabbed and killed his wife. His stepdaughter survived, but he got to interrogation room and all of these things was the reason, but really at the base of it, she was a fucking stripper when he met her and shit like that. But at the very base of it, it was him being mad that she moved on. It's relationship issues. The Trey Songz, well, let's not say Trey Songz. But the girl that's a stranger to you, she's not going to be the one that goes up there and says that you sexually assaulted her, trying to feel like that's how she can get back at you. It's going to be the girl that you were in a relationship with that there was obviously a misunderstanding. She thought it was forever and you was just for right now. There was a misunderstanding there. And the thing that will drive society to laugh at the fact that a bitch can come on the internet and say, if a nigga do me wrong, I'm going to go up there and say he raped me. And everybody laugh. The reason why that's a joke is because there is a group of people, because it's men also, that feel like, if she cheats on you, anything that you do in response is all good. And that's the problem. But there's a group that says, oh yeah, shit, yeah. It ain't no motherfucking, it ain't no rules in war. You don't be playing with nobody heart like that. You'll see a lot of times when a nab is recording herself destroying a nigga's car or whatever like that, she'll be saying, stop trying to play with folks' feelings and emotions. And in those situations, that's crazy because a lot of times with that, she was given all the signs that he did not want to be with her, and she continued to try to force the relationship. So you're exactly right. What is value? You're online talking about, I know my work and all that shit like this, but you won't leave. You will excommunicate yourself from all your family, all your friends, one by one. just as soon as they bring the reality to you that you just called me last night crying about how he cheated on you. And now I'm telling you, I'm asking you, why in the fuck are you in the car with him and you telling me to stay out your business? See, these are the type, and like I said, as you know, you've educated me and I've seen on the internet, niggas are the same way. The nigga that we see right here in this video, and I'll play the video again so we can get some context. Let's listen to what he said and all the emotions, and listen to what she says, and let's try to make a diagnosis of what we have.
Get off that nigga. I've been kissing you, you been sucking on other nigga fucking dick. You been sucking on the fucking nigga dick. Yo, just get off that nigga right now. Get off that nigga right now. Just get off of him, Elizabeth.
Michael,
get up.
Michael,
no. Why the fuck you cheating on me?
Michael, can you close the door immediately so we can leave?
This your shit? This your shit? Why are you cheating on me? Answer the question.
Michael.
Answer the question. Why not? Answer the question. Why are you cheating on me?
I don't fucking love you. Can you just leave?
Like I said, my nigga. See, it's things like this that you know I come back at niggas with. Whenever niggas start talking that black woman shit, my nigga, what you have to realize is that there are, we can play, the games of, black power and black superiority, and we are humans and they are mankind because they're kind of human, they're allergic to the sun and all these things. But if we negate the fact that there are some things that are constant within every race and every gender, and emotions, if not from birth, destroyed, so if the government or someone doesn't come, man, it's been raining for days. If the government or somebody doesn't come in and take that child and turn them into a sociopath, destroy their emotions and shit like that, they're gonna grow up. They're gonna be indoctrinated, and they're gonna be they're gonna be a part of society. They're gonna have some type of emotion. And in a relationship, this is the problem. You're thinking that the issue is skin deep, and that is your problem. The problem is not skin deep. This is a man and mankind issue. There are some things that you can do that will kill all humans. There are some experiments, mental experiments, they call them psyops, psychological operations, that you can do that will affect all humans. That's why, you have red in every restaurant, because red makes you hungry and all these different things for the brain. So what you're trying to avoid is being embarrassed and being, denigrated or being put down. You think that
like rejection.
Yeah, exactly, rejection. You think that, oh yeah, the black girls, they just have too much attitude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all this right here, when Katrina has a video of white bitches trying to do their best, which is hilarious, because you think that to impersonate, but the same thing with the Island Boys, Tekashi 6ix9ine, any one of these white boys and shit like that come into this culture and think that I am acting black because I'm acting stupid, because I'm talking stupid. That's what black means. Or he talking like he black. And they'll tell you that if you talk, this is from the time, I can hear motherfuckers' voice. Motherfuckers have told me that I talk like a white boy. I've been told that I talk proper. He talk like he white or something like that. And it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing, because if you talk the right way, then that means, you know what I'm saying? And in a lot of cases, you will get laughed at. And they'll jank on it and joke on you for doing that. But you have to understand that that does not represent the whole black race. When Asiatic brought me the numbers and said that 60% of black men do not have children at all, 16% of black men have multiple kids, and the other percent is like they're with their family, whatever like that. So you're not, it's what you're seeing. And that's the question. Why in the fuck is that? How does that represent black people? How did that one group of black people become the standard? How is that what a black dude is this? A black girl, a black woman is this? When you say black dude, if they want you to come on the set as an extra, as a black dude, you're going, yo, what's up, yo. If you're a black woman, you better not touch my mother. And that's what, and it's like, that's when the reason why him telling me those numbers, it was shocking to me, because even I, and like I said, Katrina, would tell me about, other niggas and shit like that. And I had to see it for myself that niggas really do move a different way. And me and niggas like me are not the fucking majority. The majority are just regular, everyday, citizens that are just, moving around. But what's painted as this is what you have to do if you want to look like, if you want to imitate black people, this is what the fuck you do. Same thing with, and they have stereotypes for everybody, but I'm saying that if you are experienced, if you are someone, a man who has experienced the world, and you don't have only 3 girls to go off of to say what somebody is like, then you will know that this shit is real deal diverse. It's diverse as fuck. And for you to believe that, for you to say that, oh yeah, I don't like black girls, man, they got too much attitude and shit. To me, what that says is you don't want a bitch to laugh at the fact that you can't fuck, or you got a little dick, or something like that. It says something deeper, because attitude and rejection can come from anybody. Just, if you, and like I said, if you've been around and you know these things, but when it comes down to it, and we're talking about our relationships, a black man and a black, or just not even, well, yeah, like people of color, our relationships, if we do not have an example of a successful relationship, how can we say that polygamy or having multiple wives, how can we say that that is wrong when our idea of a relationship is not working? It's not working. Like what would be the difference? You know what I'm saying? And why is that so taboo? Let's go even further. What if a woman is supposed to have multiple husbands, which that don't make sense. But just anything, you know what I'm saying? Something different. Spicing up the relationship. Bringing other people in the relationship. I don't even know. is that a relationship anymore? Like, if you bring,
I think what you're like in the frame of relationship with what you're speaking about, I think what you said about the whole not wanting to be embarrassed and like in front of your family and stuff like that, I think that has a major part to do with it. I feel like so many people or the tradition has held on. People have held on to the tradition so much that me coming in with my man and our other girlfriend is strange and odd to people to where they will talk about it. They're going to talk down, especially if we add a whole other woman into this situation. Now we have 3 girls and just 1 man. And I think people can't let the chatter die down. And if they don't let it die down, then it will ruin their relationship. So that's why I think it's so hard for people to get into those kind of relationships, because they're so worried about not keeping those same traditions going on and saying that that they were successful doing it. You know what I mean? Like if it's multiple people in a relationship, you know, if 3 or more people in a relationship and it doesn't work out, then they want to say I wasn't able, I should have been able to do that, or it's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I have more people in this relationship and I wasn't able to maintain it, so I still look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you should have just stayed with one dude, because it's still the same thing. You still ruined it. You know what I mean? I just think the outside shit ruins your relationship more than the actual people that's in the relationship. That's why I don't think a lot of y'all can, not a lot of y'all, but a lot of people can't get past having another date. And they too worried about what the fuck going on.
Exactly.
So worried about keeping them traditions.
Let me go back to the.
People really be worried about their mama and shit. What she got to say about his girlfriend and his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, and that's a whole. Like I said, you know, like I said, relationships. I feel like that's something that is. I think motherfuckers be playing that relationship shit weak. Like it's just some, you know what I'm saying, some easy shit to do. And it's like, it's not. Like you really have to work on a relationship the same way you would have to work on achieving a goal. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a rapper. You want to. Huh?
I do not think so. I don't think relationship should be hard. I do not think relationships should be hard as a goal. Goddamn. We together. Okay. Step 1. We together. Do you believe me or not? And that's why I was talking about baggage. Because motherfuckers bring so much of those trust issues into their new relationship. So it's already ruined.
Exactly.
It's already ruined. I don't trust
it's like,
where you going. When you doing it? How you doing it? Let me call you 50 million times. Because if I don't call you 50 million times, you might sleep with a man. Come on. So, and you only doing that. I've shown you nothing but loyalty, honesty, respect, communication, and you still bring in all that baggage to still have you pounding me all fucking day like I was the last person.
As if, and so it's like you're dating the same person, just in different bodies.
Exactly. And it's not even that it's because you want to date the same person. You still want to make me into Sabrina. I no longer have the identity of who I am because you're so trapped in a relationship with her. So you waiting on me to fuck up like she fucked up, or fuck you over like she did. Because in your mind, all you talk about, and all the music tell you that bitches ain't shit, the movies ain't shit, your friends tell you bitches ain't shit, your mama and them tell you bitches ain't shit. So you don't know how to shake that. So you're on the bitches ain't shit level. So how do I even operate with you outside of this?
You're exactly right.
All I'm going to think all day is that you're not shit. You won't fuck me over. Sooner or later.
Yep. and that's in your subconscious, and Colorado. Rick, call back in, Colorado. And because that, like I said, that is exactly right. Because if you flip that on the other side, and Katrina made a post a couple of days ago and said, "Can we leave the words toxic and
narcissistic?
Let's leave Can we please leave the word toxic and fucking narcissist in fucking 2021?" And that's the same shit. You know, if that's what you feed yourself all day long, is, you know, that spiritual bitch to my, you know what I'm saying, narcissist. These are the tactics of the narcissist and all this shit right here. You know, like I said, you know, if we're gonna put it all around the board, it's the same thing. If a nigga's talking about a nab, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's important to know in what way are people utilizing what you have going on. Because if you're utilizing this platform to confirm that you weren't wrong and she was a nothing ass bitch and you were the prize, then you're on the wrong side of the board. You have to look at everything as it is. And at some point, you point out the fact that that is a snake. It's like, okay, my nigga, we know that snakes exist. What in the fuck? What are you? Come on, my nigga. What the fuck are you? What do you have going on? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, so it's the same thing. So if she's eating up this narcissist, toxic masculinity shit, like, you're coming into a relationship and she's going to see things from a toxic and narcissistic colored glasses. Everything that she sees is gonna, you know, go down that pipe and shit like that. So that's what that is. But as far as, you know, a relationship being easy, I think I agree. I agree that a relationship should be easy. It should not be anything that it should, you know, work on its own. And that's what the question is. That's what the question is. When is a relationship over? When is the relationship?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Said that I was saying first we got to establish that we really in a relationship. What's happening is motherfuckers are just fucking each other and thinking they in a relationship.
Real talk.
What is a relationship? And some people, let's go back to the baby and Danny Lay. Having a bunch of pictures and a baby with a nigga don't make you in a relationship. All in a relationship together. Because, you know, I kept seeing people say, well, she wasn't side bitch. They was together. A few pictures and us.
Who they talking about? Who they talking about?
Huh?
Who they talking about?
The baby and Danny Lay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All with each other and all that.
Uh-huh.
And they were saying, because he said she's the official side bitch or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people were saying that, no, she's not a side bitch. And she can absolutely be a side bitch.
That's right.
Like what? And people were saying no, because she's having a baby. And she could definitely still be a side bitch.
What the fuck?
Oh, she having a baby that she's not no side bitch.
What? Yeah, like
the reason she's the side bitch is because when they broke up, the bitch said, okay, I'll hide the whole pregnancy, I'll stay off the internet and everything, and I'll still continue to fuck you.
Yes.
And she made herself the side bitch.
Yes.
That easily.
Yes.
If we broke up, fuck it, okay, I'm about to have a baby, you go your way, I'll go my way, we will co-parent.
Uh-huh.
So when I say I'm going to step out of the light and let you still do you and appear single, but when we want to fuck, we going to fuck. When you give me money, you still want to give me money. Like, I'm going to be your girl on the low. She absolutely agreed to the side bitch status, so she made herself a side bitch, baby, and all.
That's right.
So people don't know when they are in a relationship. So then when the shit blow up like that, even though she didn't come out and say, you know, when he said, okay, well, fuck it. We just gonna be fucking, we just gonna be on the low with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you don't tell yourself, okay, I'm a side bitch, you're not gonna say that out loud. So when the shit hit the fan, you felt like you was in a relationship the whole time.
But here's the cross.
You're only gonna try to stay safe because you feel stupid.
Exactly.
I should have moved on.
And here's
moved the fuck on. I shouldn't have let him fuck on me as long as he was fucking on me. After he said he didn't want to fuck with me no more.
And to that point, I want to say this here. That does go both ways, because now this is where you have to have some type of discernment and some type of experience so that you don't take a theory and just place it on top of yourself like that's what it is. My nigga, because she's talking to the ladies, and that's what a woman knows. If you have to hide the relationship, if you are not being propped up as the wife, if you're not being celebrated as the main, and you know, all of that good shit, if you are secret and to the side and you know he has multiple bitches, then that's what the fuck it is. You can play in your mind as much as you want to, but it is what it is. But nigga, I want for y'all niggas, I want you to understand, don't take what Katrina is saying and try to, because at the end of the day, you still gonna be hit with relationship issues. I'm saying that because I tell niggas, oh, not been home. I don't give a fuck what you told that bitch. If you are in the bed with her at night, if you wake up to her in the morning, if y'all do relationship shit, as Katrina said, you don't have to say it out loud that you're a side bitch. It doesn't have to be said with words that y'all are in a relationship. She is going to take it as you guys being in a relationship. And I think we're saying the same thing. It's just from different spots. She's confused. She doesn't understand that she's the side bitch. This is the whole issue. In her mind, she feels like y'all are in a relationship. In reality, she's the side bitch. But big homie.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Okay, Okay.
I think she knows that she's the side bitch in her head. So when it gets put on the front, when it gets thrown in her face that she's the side bitch, no, we have pictures, we have time, we have a baby together.
You're right. You're right.
This is for any girl, not
right.
their situation.
You're right.
Like, no, we have time together.
Yep.
No, we've been in a relationship. I know in my mind, and in reality, I'm just side bitch. I know you don't come till like last minute. I know you don't come till later on at night to come fuck with me. I know you get back out of here in an hour or so after you done fucking with me.
Mm-hmm.
But now, when shit is hitting the fan and it's out, and I guess for the public to see, I'm going to claim that we were in a relationship.
And that's right. And you're right. We're saying the same thing, and it's on. It's on a subconsciously. Here it is. Subconsciously, she knows she's a side bitch. But as we know, what a motherfucker is and what they portray and what they say out loud can be two totally different things. We see it all the time online. The motherfucker will be in the comments one way, and then you go to their profile and you can see that that's not, I'm saying nothing. So it's like, I'm telling the nigga, the reason I'm telling the nigga, dog, it doesn't matter what you say to her. What is going to happen is you're going to have relationship issues, and she's still going to know that she's the side bitch, and she's still going to say we were in a relationship. And that's the same shit as a bitch can know that she's trapping you and say that I just want him to take care of his child. A nigga can know that all he wants is to be around the bitch, but he'll claim that he want to come see the kids and spend time with the children and shit like that. A motherfucker know what it really is. But on the internet, man, I just want to see my kids, man. I just want to be around my children, man. I ain't see, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, you don't give a fuck about those children. What you want is to be up under her because that's what makes you feel whole. And you peeped out the situation and you saw that she was let's say she was a God-fearing woman, and there's no way she would get an abortion. So you manipulated some shit, even if what you manipulated was who you were. The same way a bitch would hide who she is until she gets pregnant. You hid who you were until she got pregnant and had the child. And now you become who the fuck you really are. So, like I said, as an experienced nigga, I understand now that niggas do trap bitches the same way. I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand a nigga chasing a bitch down and with all this other shit. But as you hear this nigga right here, you sucking a fucking nigga dick. You sucking a fucking nigga dick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you saw her fucking a nigga. The correct response, if you was a man, let's say that this was your first love, then you would go over there to that door and pull her out, and you can fight that nigga and fight them both. If you're just that hurt and impulsive, if that's your first love. But the fact that you open the door, a bitch is fucking, and like I said, I don't know what is real and what's fake on the internet no more. Motherfuckers will do anything.
Right. That's disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck. So this could very well, be a skit. It doesn't feel like it, but this nigga, this act right here is all the way accurate. The nigga that gets done this way, to where you would have the fact that you told her to get off of him, it said everything. These words that you're saying. Yeah, these words that you saying, it proves why you're getting done like this. You are the type of nigga that could see her cheating, and you're telling her, get up off of them so we can talk this out. What in the fuck is there to talk about? But see, me making that statement makes it, a motherfucker will say, you just hating on relationship. You just hating on love. Big homie.
No.
Big homie, I'm trying to tell you that in certain situations, some things are just wrong. And you catching your bitch on top of a nigga in the car and you sucking a nigga dick and all that right there, and her response ain't to goddamn get off me and all this shit like that. She's just sitting there covering up her face. She's really saying, big homie, man, go and get the fuck out of here so I can finish. That says so much. That says so much about how she sees you. She obviously sees you as less than this nigga. You can clearly see that he asked, is this your stuff? You are doing way too much rational talking in an irrational moment. If you were really that mad, what in the fuck would it matter if it was her stuff or his stuff? What type of hoe ass nigga is you? If you gonna open a nigga door, then you supposed to be, but you saw the nigga, and that's the way that she sees you, like the bitch that you are. And a lot of you niggas is at the house right now, and that's how your bitch sees you. She knows that you are not what you portray to be. And this is why you're the one that's always doing the chasing. You're not real. I tell you niggas day for day for day. If you like Digimon, my nigga, if you like white girls, That's what the fuck you like. That's what you own. You being you. It should not matter that AO feels like you lame for fucking with them. My nigga, you should be good with you. This is why a mother who did that shit. Somebody did that shit, and I had to tell a motherfucker, get the fuck off them goddamn folks' post. Somebody sent me that fucking video of that goddamn that old gay man in a gay club and had a dude, you know, doing whatever salsa he was doing. This old man wasn't nobody. This wasn't no rapper. This wasn't no celebrity, no stand-up nigga. This old man is not hiding from the camera. This old man is out there having a good time. What in the fuck are you doing sending me the shit? And then I look down at you in the comments, man, y'all niggas, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga? What in the fuck do them folks have to do with you? How does that concern you in any way? But see, that's what's inside of you. That's the problem. The fact that you're looking externally. You're looking externally outside of yourself. You're looking for confirmation that you're cool, authorization that you good, and this is why you niggas will go online with all this motherfucking bullshit. That's a whole, but that shit, that shit really, it is so fucking, it's so embarrassing, man, because the way you niggas, this is what I say, like a nigga will never, I'm not my nigga, you will never ask me any questions about anything online. You would have to be like one of them people. You would never be in this motherfucker writing certain letters with certain fucking numbers in that bitch and feel like the fuck I'm finna goddamn say something back to you in a goddamn coded language. I feel like the niggas who is online with all of this extra gangbang shit, them is the niggas who are obviously fake as fuck. Like that's just the way I see it. Why in the fuck are you looking externally for validation? You need to be validated by a nigga. So you'll go to any nigga on the internet that has a certain color bandana and say, what's up? What's up? And think because you type in some letters and some numbers, that means, my nigga, a motherfucker could go on Google at this very moment. And in 30 minutes, this nigga will be able to walk down, nigga, hey man, do you know your knowledge? I'll be motherfucked. And that's why niggas get hurt for doing that type of shit. Because that's something else, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. When people go out of their way to, you know, you see them on comments and going to other people's shit. These folks is over here talking about how the Crips is ran in fucking Texas. I don't know about that, man. Over here in Arkansas, man, the way we do it, we put the flag in. What the fuck are you doing, my nigga? Like, what? How in the fuck do those people have anything to do with you? And what the fuck is your rank to be going over there and telling niggas what the fuck is what? But that's the shit I'm talking about. That's the easiest way to identify a fake anything, is because they're just overly fucking extreme about it. Overly extreme. So you coming in my DM with a video of some perfectly normal people having a good time, no matter what the fuck their sexual orientation is. How in the fuck does that have anything to do with you? So that don't got nothing to do with hip hop news. They don't got nothing to do with shit on shit. These people are enjoying themselves. And you know what, Katrina, this is how I see that. This is how you really can spot that something else is going on. See, when a nigga come in somebody inbox and go out of their way to try to pretend like they don't know who the person is that they're talking about. When they do that type of shit, it alerts. Like, hold on, my nigga. Like, ain't no way that you don't know who this person is. And so now you know it's foul play. So you go and look at their shit, and then you find out that's what it is. It's another hurt nigga who is mad that I didn't follow him or respond to his message. And I think it's the same thing with these type of situations. What is it inside of you that's tearing at you so hard that you would go out of your way to try to make sure everybody know that, oh, this shit ain't this shit here ain't cool. See what I said? I said, this is some bullshit. See, you can see it. See, it's two niggas. I said, this is some bullshit. My nigga, them is regular folks that don't have nothing to do with nothing. What the fuck is inside of you that would make you feel like I need to point this out? The only thing that could make you do that is if you were trying to hide something. Because there's no way that in 2021 you haven't seen these people. Whether you've seen them on TV or you've seen them on the internet or you've seen them in real life. This isn't no, oh my God, it's a dinosaur. What in the fuck does this have to do with you? And that's why, like I said, you got to look at niggas a different way. Like, stay in your lane. And this goes right back to what I'm saying about niggas. The fact that you think that the nigga you portray to be on the internet is not showing the bitch that you with how fake. She's already know this shit about you, how you ride around with a goddamn gun and now she find out it's a goddamn a fucking toy gun that you painted black and you trying to fake and funny and you want to act like you got a big bank and like you selling dope and shit. Come to find out you do motherfucking Uber Eats and all this shit like this. That's where the fuck you was going. You wasn't getting no goddamn texts and a nigga telling you he want a goddamn ounce. Motherfucker was telling you he want a 6-ounce steak from Longhorns. And your motherfucking ass, oh yeah, got to play on the goddamn 6-ounce. Stop that. And that's the, like, she can see through that. She can see directly through that. Nah, nigga, you not that. You're perpetrating. And right then at that moment, if your thing is Digimon, stay on Digimon. And if she don't fuck with that, you get rid of her. But see, instead of you niggas molding your bitch to your life, you mold your life to the bitch. So this bitch is out of your league, period. You know that she doesn't have any of the same interests that you have. So next thing you know, you go and goddamn get you a bandana, putting it, and like we've seen this shit multiple times. So you now you go out and shit. So you not this type of nigga, but you want this type of bitch. And then you have the nerve to say she's a nothing ass bitch. Are you serious, my nigga? Are you serious? That motherfucker wasn't bothering you, my nigga. This is the basis of this whole manosphere bullshit. If you don't like this certain type of woman, why in the fuck you're saying, oh, I'm not going to try any other type because, they're all like that. My nigga, you had 2 sexual partners. And that second one, it wasn't really a fucking sexual partner. She just barely let you finger her. And you was happy to do that shit. You damn near probably didn't wash your hands for days, went to your job, telling niggas to smell your finger. My nigga, you 36 years old. You telling a nigga to smell your finger at 36 years old? You up here working at Staples, you telling a nigga to smell your fingers. You niggas is despicable. You niggas is despicable, man. It's always hot. So you had 2 encounters with a female where it's just you and them. Both times you had to pay. Both times. But now you are a connoisseur of women to where, we're just going our own way. My nigga, that say something to me, my nigga. My nigga, if that's what you want to do, why in the fuck do you have to tell the internet, oh yeah, the only reason I'm going over here where it's only guys is because the women are no good. I just want everybody to know that. See, I'm not going over here because, you know, I like guys and I like to look at their bodies and everything. No. I'm just going over here because the women are no good. They're no good. Say, Ben Hall, what was your longest relationship? Well, it depends on what you call a relationship. I bet it do, my nigga. I bet it do, my nigga.
I think a lot of that is thinking. You know what I mean? Men going their own way, and it's like what you were saying. You had 2 experiences, and now you get 100 people who agree with you, 100 men online that had those same type of experiences, and now you guys come together as a group because you guys are all can relate to each other. And now that you guys are relating to each other, you're like, no, it's not us. It's the women. If everyone's saying it, then it must be them.
Yeah, and it's like, my nigga, that's just so despicable. Like I said, you really can tell a lot about motherfuckers by just looking at them. Like, if you look at the average man going their own way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get a good picture. And this is obviously the reason why I take this shit so serious. And when it come to being seen and shit, you know, it's important to make sure you control that. But if you like something, my nigga, do what you like to do. It don't matter what I think. It don't matter what the world think. My nigga, handle your business and do what you like. If you like Digimon, my nigga, it is girls out there who like Digimon. There's girls out there who like gamers. Like, why? Like, what you're doing is what a girl is supposed to do, where a girl will be ambiguous. So she'll be flexible to whatever the dude is on. So if she done dated a street nigga, she done dated a doctor, she done dated, you know what I'm saying, a military man, a police officer, you know what I'm saying, and she can play a role for each one of them. And that's, you know, the woman is supposed to, you know, mold. But as a man, my nigga, you have to stand on something. And that's how you niggas, and that's how a bitch would get a nigga to go, this is how you niggas are up the road, talking about how many bodies you got. My nigga, you caught them bodies because the bitch that don't answer the phone for you, don't do shit. She don't talk to you, she don't write you or nothing. She told you to go shoot her baby daddy, and her baby daddy happened to have 2 niggas with him, and so you had to do all that. My nigga, you not out this bitch slinging iron like that, my nigga. You was shooting for love. That's all it is. And you would have did anything that she would have told you to do because you want to be with her that bad. And that's why I say it's a dangerous world out here, because whether it be directly, if a bitch tell a nigga go kill him, and that's why with the Duty Low case, we have evidence of AVYBE doing exactly that. Not only on his life, not only on his life, on my life. So it's let me know when you come back in.
I'm gonna get on off here.
Okay, all right, Colorado Rick, call in. All right. Colorado Rick, call in. But you have to. I don't know what else to tell a nigga, man. You know, I hate to keep going back to this same thing, but dog, if you feel like she's not gonna like what you got to offer, first of all, I have this issue with artists all the time. All the time I have this issue with artists. They've been rapping for years, and have never put out a video. They've never put out music. And it's either because I got to get my beats right. Or my shit got to sound like this. You know, I need another, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it ain't right. It's like, my nigga, how in the fuck do you know what is right and what's not? If you've never dropped anything, what expertise do you have to know what is and what isn't? And it's the same thing with you niggas trying to have a defense mechanism of, oh no, it's not that they don't want me, I don't want them. No, I didn't get fired. I quit. Yeah, I didn't get fired. And that's bullshit, my nigga. That's bullshit. And like I said, that's whole shit. I just don't understand that. It's whole shit. And like I said, you niggas was supposed to go through this phase where you are shy around girls and all these things. Maybe a girl laughed at you, whatever the fuck it may be. You're supposed to go through that in school. And that's why I say for these new generation motherfuckers, it's hard. It's hard because, back in my day, whatever happened, it happened right there. It happened right. It was Daphne News. It was Daphne News. It was, maybe Baldwin County News at the most. But it was staying right here. Nowadays, a kid don't want to get embarrassed. We just had this situation with A-Roy, King Von homeboy, getting killed because he got beat up. You can't take an ass whooping, Quando Rondo and King Von. You cannot take an ass whooping because that means that forever and ever, you will be known as the nigga who, got beat up, or the, nigga who lost. And motherfuckers make that seem like it's the worst thing ever. And a lot of times the motherfuckers that say that shit is niggas who can't fight. You know what I'm saying? And you niggas, man, I think back to that boy who he was a good kid. His mother or his father embarrassed him on camera and made him denounce the game. So in order for him to get his respect back, he either went out there and killed somebody or somebody killed him. But he wasn't against that all, and all he wanted to do was fit in. And like I said, it's an added element to these kids growing up nowadays because of how they've had social media. There's never been a time that there was not social media. And that's why I have, conspiracy theories on not only the goddamn coronavirus situation, but just getting all of the people who have not lived their whole life, who've had to live their whole life through social media, to get them out of the way. Because you look at the shit that these motherfuckers are doing. And like I said, I don't see how anybody cannot see that crate challenge, the Popeyes chicken, the take something challenge, all of these different challenges. To me, that seems like training. The same way that, I would train a dog not to shit in the house. Same way I would train a dog to be aggressive towards men, but not women and children. It's training. Do they participate when a new challenge comes out? And it's at a point now to where it's damn near mandatory. If you're a person who does challenges, it's mandatory that when a challenge comes out, you do the goddamn challenge. Who controls that? Who controls that? That crate shit, that chicken shit, like you don't see that these motherfuckers are here and then they vanish, these motherfuckers. And this is why, like I've been saying, going viral is the worst thing for I'll say an entertainer's career, but especially a rapper, because you're burning white hot immediately. There's nowhere you can go after that but down. Nowhere. So we see the chicken sandwich. Motherfuckers was getting killed for chicken sandwich. Motherfuckers was getting killed at the crate challenge. In both of these situations, you saw motherfuckers do things that were detrimental to their health because it was a fucking online challenge. An online challenge made motherfuckers do shit. And like I said, I don't see this generation that was raised up through social media and has always had it. I don't see them being able to withstand whatever else they have planned for them. We've seen motherfuckers do shit that can get them put in jail over an online challenge. They just had that challenge where you got to steal something from a fucking school. If you know anything about psyops, if you know anything about a predator, what a predator does in the beginning to soften the mind and get the mind prepared to respond you want to get whoever the target is. For predators, small children, they want to get them to a point where you're going to do what I say do. You're submissive to what I'm telling you to do. What that period is before the molester actually starts molesting the child, that period of getting them ready, that's called grooming. It's called grooming. I've studied, like I said, I've studied serial killers. I've studied pedophiles, all of these things. And obviously I studied, government operations and stuff like that. All of these things that I think are dangerous, I had to study them. I was studying the white supremacists. Getting these kids. Let me say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. As a pimp, you have to give little tests and groom a bitch to be prepared to do what needs to be done when the time comes. So you will start by having her do small things. I'm giving a little bit too much here, but if I go in depth, it'll be on the Patreon. Give them little things to do to test their loyalty and how far they will go. You know what the end point is. So I want this bitch to fuck for money. I want this bitch to fuck for money and I get all the money. So first off, you have a certain criteria with the rap trap. You want a young person of color from a broken home, did not graduate high school, prior criminal record. Quiet down. So on and so forth. So you have a target that you want to have. If you're a pimp, the bitch that you're going to try to knock is not going to be the bitch that is a OR in the fucking hospital. It's not going to be the bitch that's you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a certain type that you're going to want. Once she fits that criteria, then you start the process of grooming her, getting her prepared, training her up to be able to do what it is you want her to do. There is a level of manipulation in pretty much everything, whether it be police officers, military, politics. We know these things. So when I see these type of things go on, I look at it differently, especially when I see how respected the orders are. The order is go get a chicken sandwich. I can relate the two because as a nigga, even before what groomed me to be able to manage bitches was the fact that I was already on that. It was already with us growing up. That's what it was about. Let's see see how far a bitch go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bring some money to school. Look, be here at this time. Go down that hallway and come back. Get this tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you're training. So I can see these things. It can be just retarded little shit, but it's showing you how well they will follow orders. So when I'm seeing the chicken thing, when I'm seeing the crate thing, I'm seeing the fucking steel challenge. These are things that are the reason why they're heavy is because, for one, it takes money. So as a nigga who's trying to manage bitches, not just a nigga having fun in school and shit like that, or just as a nigga having fun in school, you tell a bitch, go down there and come back. You know what I'm saying? She might think that you just want to look at her ass while she walk away. She gonna do it. But when you tell her to give you money, now you gonna pay attention to what she does, because that's not as easy. So we getting into some other shit now. Now, when you tell her to go beat that bitch up, now you're putting her physical well-being at risk, and she's willing to do it with a smile. And so now it's like, okay, so as a high schooler, that's probably where it will stop. But if you got that type of power, you know what I'm saying, then you can manage bitches. Because it's something that you have that intrigues them. That's why everybody cannot manage bitches. You wouldn't even know how to ask her to do it. But so me knowing that, I always told y'all, as a nigga who, a scam today and a scam back in that day, a scam is just, you know what I'm saying, like, get a motherfucker to give you money. Get a motherfucker to give you money, you know what I'm saying, and not be mad that they gave you that money. So whatever the reason is that you can get them to do that, then, you know what I'm saying, you did it. So whenever I see scams, this fucking MK Ultra, Operation Night Climax, Operation Northwoods, Operation Paperclip, Operation Mockingbird, Operation COINTELPRO. Like, you look at these things, the fucking Federal Reserve, in order to get a whole people to be cool with the dollar bill not having a fucking thing behind it, and we all know it, and nobody moves, that is a fucking scam. It's like, and obviously it's well ran. They had the right parameters in place. So when I'm looking at the chicken, I look at the chicken shit and just see motherfuckers going hysterical about that. That's pointless. There's no purpose to that, except to see how much control you have over a people. The crate challenge, now you're putting their physical being. So the chicken, their physical being was at risk with, fried foods and shit like that, and they had to pay money. All right, so they'll come out the pockets for a scam. They'll come out their pockets for a retarded order. Let's go to the next thing. Crate challenge. Show them people getting hurt on crates, and they'll still do it on concrete and everything for no reward, no reason. All right, they did that. Get the kids to go around and steal shit out of the school. When I look at a lot of these TikTok situations where motherfuckers will talk, they'll talk as sort of, they'll have an audio of somebody else talking and they'll be the one talking. I look at a lot of that TikTok shit as AI getting the information that it needs, whether it be facial recognition, whether it be how to do voice inflection. There's a reason for it. But I think a monkey wrench in the system would be people like me, Katrina, Ty, Max, Queen B. People who were alive and conscious before social media became life. We lived life before life was all about the internet. That difference in our upbringing, I feel like it has or it is going to create a extremely complicated communication barrier. I think they're trying to use our children's youth as a launching pad for the new world. So when we were young, even though we didn't have the internet and look at that motherfucker. Look at that bitch there. Man, when we were young, we didn't have social media, but we did dumb shit. We were young and impressionable. Same thing that's going on right now, except this young and impressionable means something totally different. Being young and impressionable and making mistakes for this generation that was raised on social media, it might mean something very, very drastic. Very drastic. And that's how I look at it. But, you know, past that, I feel like, man, right now, we have these situations where we have niggas DJ Akademiks was on some podcast and shit. He was on some podcast, Fresh and Fit, and a bitch pulled a gun on him or some shit like that. But what threw me about that girl, she was extremely embarrassed about her child. And Akademiks exposed that. He exposed the fact that she was embarrassed in that room full of fucking thoughts. Everybody in that bitch is thoughts. Instagram models and thoughts. You being the one who has a child it is a diss for me to bring what he did was bring up the fact, and how he said it, but he brought up the fact that she had a responsibility to her child, and that fucking infuriated her. When I see shit like that, and I see these weird niggas who will catch they bitch fucking another nigga, be watching a video chat of a nigga fucking her, or she giving a nigga head. Their reaction is so fucking emotional and non-masculine. I don't know what fucking direction we're going in. If that's how the nabs of today are at 24, 25 are acting, what is going to happen with this next generation? You look at before Little Kim, I don't think there was a sexy or a sex oriented, female rapper. You look at now, you cannot be a female rapper unless that's all you talk about. If we do not stop the acceleration and we don't stop what's going on, the times ahead are gonna be so fucking dark. A motherfucker will wish that they, will be dead before that shit really take hold. This shit is going, I'm talking about in a handbasket. And the reason why I wanted to speak about relationships was because at this point in time, I feel like there's so much confusion outside that I don't feel like relationships is, I don't feel like this the time for them. Like, we got a lot of work to do, and I don't feel like this the time for them. And that's just, what that is. Let me go here. Man, shout out to that nigga House of Wolves, man. House of Wolves, man, said taxes. Turn the fuck up. U.S. Network came through. He gonna come through all the time. He said, peace, God. Salute. Rap Trap, me and too. When y'all see this new Rap Trap intro, y'all gonna be thrown. Y'all gonna be thrown. Like I said, if you've not heard the news, go to the Patreon so you can see what's going on. We're gonna have a big guest here. That's why I had to, start this yard work and shit like that. I don't know, my nigga. Like I said, I'm not on that just celebrity shit like that. That's not my thing. I'm not with interviews like that. But with this artist, how they obviously they're a legend, and how they've shown interest in the Rap Trap. Obviously, shout out to that boy Brad Mays, Mello Jones, as he's getting the chapters together right now. I can't wait. I cannot wait for y'all to see this new Rap Trap intro and just the new Rap Trap revamp. Also, we're starting the be on the lookout for the pilot for Big Facts in the Trap. That's gonna be crazy. And then of course we're gonna have the Don't Go Viral. That might be on Consaco's Rap School or the Stupid Rappers channel. I really want to do that bitch on the Rap Trap, but we'll do it over there on Stupid Rappers or something like that. But Don't Go Viral. It's gonna be crazy also. But Big Homie will be down there. We'll be doing the interview. You know what I'm saying? We'll be doing the interview here. And like I said, I'm blown the fuck away that man. I talked to a nigga. Shout out to boy Beachy over there um, on Sticky TV. Can't remember the goddamn name of his interview, but this Sticky TV look up Beachy. And I was talking to him, and he was actually there when the Secret Service came and hit the second location. So they came and got me. They swooped down on me with the unmarks in Pritchard and Snug Harbor. And once they had me at the Fed building on Broad Street, right there where the food stamp office is in Mobile, they was shooting up. When they saw I wasn't saying shit, that's when they sent the nigga police in there to try to make me break. They left and went to Knollwood, and he was there when they hit that bitch. And we were talking about that, and I'm just thinking, dog, from Knollwood, that shit is scary. When I think back, I damn near start sweating, and you know what I'm saying, because it's a great place because that's where the transition took place. But the reason why the transition took place there was because I was at the worst point for me. I was at the worst point, hallucinating without anything, no drugs, just hallucinating. I was sure that the bitch had poisoned me. But that is what led me to getting back on track. And about 2017, I came back home, and nigga ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have the dogs at that time. So I was just here by myself. I hadn't started that $50 a day job yet. And I would just walk from here to the AA meeting place down the road. And that was 2017. As I was here, obviously, I done fucked up. I ain't got shit. I'm almost 30 years old. But I never stopped working. You know what I'm saying? So I continued to work. No money, no nothing. So had to find something I could do that no one else, I didn't need no money for, and I didn't need anybody else for. And this it was. And I can't even remember what the name of the show was, because the name of the show was not the Big Facts Podcast initially. It became the Big Facts Podcast in 2017, but it was something else, and I can't remember. If you can tell me what the name of it, the name of the show was, where can you send it? Send it to my DM. $5 cash app to whoever can tell me the name of the show before it was the Big Facts Podcast. But I worked. I continued to work. I started working in Knollwood. I was doing interviews. I was everything. I still have some of those videos in storage. I was working. And if you watch the videos, you won't know that I'm at my lowest point. But I came home and I kept working, and I called my mother yesterday, and right after I got the call, he called me and told me what it was. It was no, it's not that. No, it ain't the one. Good try though. You only get one try, 2 tries. You get 2 tries, but he called me, told me what it was, said he wanted to do it and everything like that, and I thought he was gonna fly me out there, but he said he wanted to come here where the vibe was at. You know what I'm saying? Where this rebellion, you know what I'm saying, is at, the home of it. So, and like I said, I called it, and it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how it was crazy. It's crazy how one thing was holding me back. Like, as soon as you take the dope off of me, soon as I drop the pills, soon as I, you know what I'm saying, no more pills. It was not easy. Like I said, I still had to go, warrants, court dates, everything had to be put in order. It was tumultuous. But I never stopped, and I never thought to go back. I felt like, to get those pills off of me, it was a fucking second chance at life. So I didn't give a fuck. $50 a day to go do landscaping, gave a fuck. And I just kept working, kept pushing, kept working, failing. You know what I'm saying? Kept working. And in 2018, by 2018, I was #1 in the whole state of Alabama for media. And that's the reason why I give you the 3 S's. I'm telling you what I know. As a real street nigga, you see any of those old videos, that's how I was outside. That's how I looked outside. You look at the record says what it says. To be that nigga, then to come home, no pills, no party, no friends, no sex. I put my future first. Because for the first time in years, I was able to see how far behind I was. When you're out there in the street, everybody, you got niggas out this bitch 50 years old, and we all out here in front of the gas station. We all out this bitch moving and grooving and all this other shit, man. We out this bitch retarded. Everybody in this, I had a nigga who, after the bitch from the college had drugged me with the acid, soon after that, I was about to come to Norwood, and it's a nigga I was fucking with on the pills and shit. And I had that nigga hit me up like a couple weeks ago. And it's crazy. It's crazy because he didn't know. He didn't know what I had did. And you know, when he first started talking, it was and it was, you know, jovial. But I want you to pay attention to this. When I started telling him all the things that I had accomplished, all the things I'm doing right now, and who I am, who I really am, all he was able to see was the street nigga. The nigga, like I said, out in the street, a junkie looks a certain way. But by my standard, I was a junkie. You see me out there, and I was still the flyest nigga walking, all that. Hoes, it's me. You know what I'm saying? But by my standard, I was, you know, I stayed in the apartment, stayed in the car, because bitches, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, coming from Baldwin County, Mobile is like New York City. The police don't give a fuck, and all you know what I'm saying? It's just wide open. So I can go over there and hide, and nobody would worry me about being somebody, you know, look down on me for being out here in the street when nigga, you are AO Consaco. Like, what you know what I'm saying? So nobody looking at you crazy. They looking at you like another nigga out this bitch. And so I was hidden, and I was just able to do, you know, all that. But as I was running down to him, what I had accomplished, you know, what I have going on right now, what we have, you know, coming up in just a moment, all that jovial, good energy went to, oh, that what's up, bro? That what's up? Hey, bro, let me hit you back. I told that nigga how not only was I out of the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't a junkie to them. Like everybody outside was, you know, niggas was hitting the back. Niggas was on real shit. You couldn't see what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm him. Like I can, but regardless, he had the pills at the time for whatever reason. So I guess in a way he felt like he was over me. So when he called, he kind of had that type of, oh, what up, what the hell? You know, all that right there. But after I had, and he had went to the page and seen it and all that, you know, seen the numbers and hey, that was up, bro. Let me hit you back. Never called back. Had no reason to. And that's what I'm telling you about people, regardless if they know who they're being used for or not. They're demons, period. They're demons. They're there to pull you down. That's it. That's all. And people like to look at people that, so I'm out there, bitch, just whatever, and you wonder why you get your way with the bitches and all, you know, you out this bitch. Everybody can see that you have a different glow, you have a different shine. And motherfuckers take pleasure in being able to be close enough to you to look down on you. Because for this moment, I'm above this person. I can tell by the way he talk, by the way he move, you know, all these things, that he is superior to me. But I got this right here. So it puts me above them. And a lot of niggas out there in the street is not still out there because that's all they know and that's the life for them and they can't see themselves working for a white man. They stay out there because without that, they don't have anything. Without that dope, They don't have anything. A lot of these niggas will damn near just break even outside just so they can be above motherfuckers that they're not supposed to be above. They love to keep you in that state of perpetual movement. You're not going nowhere. You need front. You coming short. They love that because they can see it. Everybody else can see it that you're superior. But for right now, it's like a nigga being able to dunk on Kevin Garnett or a nigga hooping out fucking Michael Jordan or some shit like that. Niggas, man, I love it. I wanted to stay just like this. But then when nigga find out that Jordan is back, you know, to him, it's like, well, shit, I'm just gonna go over here and play. Like, no, my nigga, we play at the big court with all the big people. Nah, man, you know, I don't really fuck around over there. I bet you don't. Shut it up. I bet you don't. These people that you're fucking with, the people that you talk to and all associate yourself with, as soon as you stop smoking, as soon as you stop hitting that bag, as soon as you stop drinking, as soon as you stop popping those pills, these people will have nothing for you. You'll have nothing to do with them. Now it goes back to like how, because now when he calls, what the fuck can he tell me? I don't need nothing you have, my nigga. I'm him. Like, I'm the one who you will have to look up to, and people would rather not see you at all than have to look up to you. If they cannot look down on you, they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you eye to eye. They damn sure don't want to look up to you. This is why I say, my nigga, you can go, sweetheart, you can go to these places where they pad your fucking confidence and shit like that, and tell you that it's all good, that you didn't get anything accomplished today. But that nigga who's calling you saying, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga? Why haven't you did this yet? Why are you still talking about what you finna got that, my nigga? Why in the fuck haven't you could have did this today? Why the fuck didn't you do it? Niggas start making up excuses. You know, I'm famous for that. Like, I'm going to push you. And if you're not going to be able to tell me no bullshit reason why you didn't get shit accomplished today, there is no goal that you could be working on that you would have to, there's nothing that you could do today to make yourself better for once you get to the goal, or that will get you there faster. There are tangible things that you can do every day to get closer. And like I said, with my workload, there's no way. I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. You know, everybody I talk to, not only do they have a goal, but they are moving forward towards it. When a nigga know that he's not doing what he's supposed to do, a nigga will lose contact with me. I don't want to fuck that nigga on goddamn. He's trying to tell me. You fucking right. I started at damn near 30 years old. I got a lot of making up to do. But those of you who are continuously allowing yourself to be embarrassed, talked down upon, degraded by people that you know are not on your level, the only thing that they can do is something that a 9-year-old could do, which is sell dope. Sell dope. That's why I tell niggas, stop telling motherfuckers if you can sell dope, you can run a business, you can be an entrepreneur. That's not the fucking truth. Dope sells itself. You start your own business, you're going to have to beg people to shop with you. Two totally different things. You can continue to stay in this perpetual state, but the moment that I stop evolving and doing and reaching new heights, yeah, that'll be the day. There's always more to get. There's always more to do. This is my issue. Like I keep having these scheduling issues because I will start working on a project and next thing you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. And when I get tired, I start making mistakes. I don't think I'm ever just all the way wrong, but I can be like extreme when I'm tired. So when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. When I get up, I get up. And when I get up, I don't look at my phone. I got to pray, brush my teeth, drink my coffee, get my shit together before I even look at the fucking phone. Because as soon as I see it, my day started and it's not going to stop until I go to sleep. All day, every day. You can sit back and watch the show and have fun and laugh and all that. Like I've said from the very beginning, my nigga, if you're still in the same spot you was at when I started this shit, so you still at this, you've been watching me for this many years, and so tell me what tangible thing can you show me that you came up? And now I want you to tell me the one thing that's remained constant, which is you smoking, you popping pills, you hitting the bag. That damn sure remain the same. And for some reason, you can't see that the fact that you keep doing that is the reason why you're in the same spot. That nigga D Rose from Supremely Black Podcast, he said, question of the day, what can you do on January 1st that you can't do today? You gotta stop, my nigga. You have to stop. How much more do you want to lose? And this is why, like I said, consultations, $100 an hour, still kept it at that price. Feedback for rappers, $50 a song, $75 a video. And promotion for artists getting on the channel, prices start at $300. Don't hit me unless, you know what I'm saying? But when I talk to a nigga, a lot of times they will tell me some shit that they've told other people, and that's made other people say, "Oh yeah, I understand that." So if it's ever a question, or if they bring it up, like the only reason I ain't got them start the land care, the lawn care service is because goddamn when they see what the when the governor goddamn made that new law, see he finna change the law. So I got my lawyer, he up there litigating with them, and he about to get it to where I can go and start my lawn care service and do it the right way, bro. I want to make sure I do everything right, bro. You know what I'm saying? These folks goddamn come smash up. And I tell niggas with vigor, my nigga, look at her. Yeah, you fine. You fine. You fine. But as I said, I tell a nigga with vigor, man, if you gonna have to wait to do it right, then do it wrong right now. A lot of niggas will start talking about, all these laws and all this shit, all this blood and say this. I'm waiting on my copyright to come back. You not waiting on no motherfucking copyright, be home. You're not gonna make no goddamn. You're not gonna make no. You're not gonna do that, be home. So what you gotta do, if you have somebody that you fuck with, show them that you fuck with them. But first, it has to be somebody you fuck with, not somebody that you secretly hating on. Need to be somebody you fuck with. I gave y'all a challenge last time. I told y'all for today, I want you to, one black man and one black woman, strangers, I want you to walk up to them and I want you to give them a compliment. I want you to help them in some way. That don't mean go to the crackhead and give him $1. No. I'm talking about people who have already got their wheels moving. See what you can do to help them. The new challenge is there's a person in your life that has been procrastinating on their goal. What I want you to do on tomorrow, Sunday, I want you to call them up and say, what can we do right now to expedite this process of getting you to your goal? You hear what they have to say, and then you say, if you will stop whatever substance they're on, if you will stop doing that, I will go in half with you. If you're not able to go in half with them, you tell them, if you will stop, I will be your marketer and promoter. I will start you up a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a YouTube page. I will post your content if you will stop doing that. In that same conversation, you be honest with them. Listen, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Be honest with them. You are in the same spot that you was in 2016. Them views on your video is fake. You don't have any new fan base. You haven't dropped a video in this long. You haven't went out there and promoted your lawn care service. It costs $10 to get, 500 or 1,000 fucking business cards. $10. right there at Staples, $10. That's the gift that you give tomorrow. Don't wait till Christmas. Tomorrow, I want you to give them something. Like I said, if you can go in half, go in half. If you don't have no money, tell them you'll be their promoter and do it. If go up there to Staples and get them some business cards. Get them some graphics for a flyer and order the flyers. But the conversation is you've not progressed and you're not going at your goal aggressively. I can no longer listen to you give excuses of why, because like I said, I was broke as fuck. This is what I'm saying. The YouTube class now is $5,000, and that's the most money that you will spend. After that, there's no money. There is no money you can spend to get you in it. It's not going, you know what I'm saying? In order to build your fan base, the shit that you're going to have to do doesn't cost any money. It's going to take energy, attention. It's going to take work. It's not going to cost no money. You will have to work, though. And the YouTube class, that's a whole nother thing. And like I said, salute to the, we have 3 spots open at this moment before January. Like I said, same thing, money back guarantee. It's the same YouTube, monetization guaranteed, all that. Tell them that there's no more excuses. If you're not ready to move forward with this goal, then you need to find a new one. And if not, if you still want to play like this, you still want to allow this dope, this alcohol, these pills to keep you on one spot, then come Monday, our relationship is over. We're not waiting till Christmas. We're not waiting till New Year's. Anybody who is not focused on moving forward has a plan, has a goal, and a plan to reach that goal. A logical plan to reach, not no magical shit. I'm going to drop this new song with goddamn, I'm just saving up money so I get a feature with goddamn Money Bag Yo, and that bitch going to go. Stop, my nigga. Stop. Buy them niggas a consultation with me. Buy them a consultation if it's a rap or somebody in entertainment. And I'll break it down to them what's going on. But I'm going to tell you something. What has allowed me to continue to make strides is that I demand that everybody I deal with have a goal and a tangible, everyday plan to reach that goal. There is nobody that I talk to that is not striving for something. No one. And because of that, you know, I'm high productivity, you know, anyway, but having all these people around that are all working, that shit does something. Like, you really are the company you keep. If they do not want better, if they're not trying to move forward and have a rational plan to do so, make your last attempt and it's over. If you are the one that's going through these things, I don't know what to tell you, my nigga, because you here. I don't know what to tell you. If you still choosing dope over your future, if in order to watch the video and everything like that, you got to smoke a blunt and get high and shit like that, stop watching me. Unsubscribe, stop watching me. Because we not here for no entertainment. You're supposed to be coming up. When I get niggas telling me, hey man, I just did this, I did that, I just got the Hodge Mim just came in, just got the job. You see JR just got the trucking job. You see niggas moving around, and that's what the fuck is supposed to be. That's the news you report to me. Fuck what the fuck going on with Meek Mill and all these other motherfuckers. The news that you give me is, man, I just got this done. I don't want to hear about no fucking plan. Man, I just got, so don't tell me when you planning it. Once it's set in stone and it's there, ain't no more question about it. That's when you say, hey man, I got it. Man, dog. That's when you come. But other than that, I don't want you goddamn straggling nothing ass niggas or nabs around me just watching for whatever fucking reason you watching. You supposed to be coming up. You supposed to be coming up. So handle your business. Shout out to that boy, Shannon Caleri. Shannon Caleri came through. He, no word, straight support. You know, Larry always rock out. Colorado Rick said, how you feel about YouTube hiding the dislike icon? I didn't know they did that. I feel like, I don't know. You would have to break that down to me, Rick, because I don't, the dislike. Because I mean, likes, I don't know if that is what I would say the views more than anything tell you know, what's going on. But I have to know more about it. Shout out to that boy, LeVar White. LeVar White said, hey, yo, the truth out here. You know what the fuck we doing, my nigga. We ain't doing nothing but working. We ain't doing nothing but working, my nigga. Like I said, get to the Patreon. We're about to drop the, let me see some. Hold on. I was saying, go to the Patreon. We're sharing the latest Ken Dio animation. This is of the Nab mother. Ken Dio go crazy, my nigga. And he surprised us every time. So shout out to Ken Dio. Make sure you get to the Patreon. We working. Like I said, get to the Patreon so you can know the updates on that other situation we got going on too. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love. Hold on.
God, keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga. When you start to get some money, see the hate in the nigga.
Candio show.
We got a little abandoned house right next door to Granny spot. Ain't no power, ain't no water. We actually ran a extension cord from Granny crib to the trap and put a microwave in that bitch and a radio in that bitch. We got a couch from my auntie and put that hole in there, and we was thugging. You know what I'm saying? We cooked the dope, bagged the dope, sell the dope, all that, whatever, all that we was doing from right there. You know what I'm saying? So we out there and we doing our shit. You know what I'm saying? And like,